Hey family, so welcome back to Boricua Science Nation family. Let me just start by saluting my people from Puerto Rico, all of those Boricua from the island, the United States, and the whole world. Salute to you, Boricuas. We are from here from Puerto Rico. Let me salute my Hispanic people as well, including the Mexicans. Okay, and I don't want to salute my people from Chicago, where I was born, in the United States as a whole, the greatest nation in the whole world, family, in the whole world. Ooh. Okay, so we're gonna be talking about just gonna go right over go right over there. You will be looking for what's gonna happen next for Subriel Matias. I found something that is pretty good for us as Puerto Ricans and for Subriel Matias. Okay, I guess Subriel Matias is gonna be
Ay, eso duele.
fighting
Este boricua me está rompiendo la chingada.
this Argentinian guy. I think he is Argentinian, right? Over there. Let's just go right over there. Okay, so we here, family. We are here. Okay, so it says Subriel Matias versus Jeremiah Ponce set for February 11 in Minnesota. Okay, okay. EGB Promotions won the first bid in November. Okay, let's read this right. Multiple sources report that after ages of shenanigans, the IBF super lightweight title fight between Subriel Matias and Jeremiah Ponce will finally take place on February 11th. PBC show in Minnesota. Okay, no word as the specific location or local. Okay, but I'm guessing the Armory. The pair have been on a collision course since mid 2021 when Matias 18-1 and 18 knockouts truck Batizan you can buy it, right? What a crazy name. And Ponce 30-20 beat down Luis Rizzo in what were supposed to be semi-final eliminators. They ended up pumping the brakes until they could determine what Josh Taylor intended to do with his title. And when the Tartan Tornado decided to be a prick and just squat on it, okay, the IBF ordered him to fight Ponce. Taylor predictably dished the belt, thought he again took his sweet time about it, turning what was originally a final eliminator into a vacant title fight. Okay, so this is going to be for the IBF belt. Okay, if it happens, let's hope, man. I hope it happens. Okay, it was tentative scheduled to join Wilder Helenius, but Matias claimed that Ponce didn't get his visa on time. Other reporting suggests that there never was a deal in the first place, prompting the IBF to order it again and set up a first bid that the TGB Promotions won unopposed. It promises to be a phenomenal action fight, and it just needs to stay together for 2 more months. Man, let's hope this happens. Let's hope this happens. This is going to be a great fight. Let's hope that Subriel Matias get his opportunity already, man. Already. This kid needs his opportunity, man. He needs to fight for the belt. Okay, so let's go right over here because Canelo Alvarez, I think he's gonna be looking for the easiest opponent once again, man. Por el bulto, va a pelear con el bulto. Canelo va a pelear con el bulto, pai. Va a pelear con el bulto. No es un bulto, pero, ¿verdad? We understand. In my opinion, he's not a bump. Okay, he's not a bump. The guy, um, John Ryder is a pretty good fighter, man. You know, he could This guy could impress everybody, or surprise everybody. This guy is good. I'm telling you, he's good. Not because he has 5 losses, it means that he's a bum. He's not a bum. He fought this kid, and this kid started the fight. Hit John Ryder pretty hard. Sash Parker, man, and John Ryder did a pretty good job. Just taking the punishment of the guy, a guy who hits hard, a big guy, and the guy broke his hand. I think it was his right hand, and couldn't keep fighting. But the fight was close. The fight was close. I'm telling you, it wasn't like Sass Parker was destroying John Ryder. They were hitting each other. They were hitting each other. You see, Sass Parker's eye, his right eye was swelled up. It wasn't nice. Okay, so Canelo Alvarez could fight in England, but not against Lionel Messi. Ha 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 ha! What a joke. Okay, so Saul Canelo Alvarez received a offer from promoter Eddie Hearns. I told you this, man. I told you this like a month ago. Eddie Hearns is the promoter of John Ryder. Okay, he's the promoter of John Ryder. He's dealing all the time with Canelo Alvarez. Canelo Alvarez he loves Eddie Hearns. Okay, so Eddie Hearns is gonna get him the fight he wants. Because we understand that he's coming off a surgery. We understand that Canelo Alvarez is not gonna take on the hardest opponent. There in that division, man, there are a lot of dangerous opponents. A lot of dangerous opponents. Okay, so if we take a look at those opponents, the easiest one is John Ryder, because if we're going to take a look at the number one uh, um, rank in the WBA is David Morel. In the WBC is David Benavidez, and the other one is the Cuban guy. We're going to be looking at him. That's I think that's another fight that could be an easy fight, but the guy sadly is not with Eddie Hearns. I guess it's not with Eddie Hearns. Okay, so it says right here, Saul Canelo Alvarez received an offer from promoter Eddie Hearns, fight next May in London, England, against John Ryder, mandatory challenger for the World Boxing Organization super middleweight title held by the Mexican. Okay, Ryder knocked out in 5 rounds. No, he didn't knock out the guy. His compatriot Sash Parker in England, which makes him Alvarez's next opponent. Although the WBO has not made the official announcement, if Canelo does not face the Englishman, he could be stripped of the belt. Why? 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 I mean, if he doesn't fight Dave Benavidez, he's gonna get stripped from the belt from the WBC. If he doesn't fight Dave, is he gonna be stripped from the belt from the WBA? You see how this works? Do you see how this works? Okay, so okay, so after Ryder's victory and the boxer became the mandatory set challenger, promoter Eddie Hearn made a proposal mandatory challenger. Okay, the thing is that Canelo said that he lost against Bivol because he was injured. And many people, if he's injured, he's injured. But don't come to me, because I was arguing with this guy on YouTube, because I made a comment on a video. I don't know if it was Blue Blood or Boxing Eagle. I don't know which of the two was making a video. And I made a comment. The Canelo couldn't beat. In the fight against Bebo, he wasn't injured. He could have gotten injured in the fight against Triple E, because he didn't look good in that fight. But in the fight against Bebo, he was throwing bombs. And the guy comes up to me, he comes and sends me a message telling me that, oh, Canelo looked tired from the beginning of the fight. What does that have to do with his arm, with his fist, with his hand? What does Canelo Alvarez getting tired has to do with him um, with him being injured? If you're injured, you're injured. That doesn't have nothing to do with you getting tired. It's about time Canelo Alvarez gets tired in a fight. Canelo Alvarez never gets tired. So I think it's about time Canelo Alvarez gets tired, man. He's human. He's human. Okay? And we all know that all of these fighters train hard. But that doesn't mean that you're gonna get tired or not. You could get tired. So him getting tired has nothing to do with him being injured. If he was injured from a hand or his shoulder, that has nothing to do with him getting tired. Canelo Alvarez was fighting. He was fighting great. The only thing is that the people is better. That's all. People is better. And I don't care if Canelo Alvarez takes this fight and beats John Ryder. If he fights Bivol again, the best chance he has is in the 168-pound division. In the 175-pound division and the light heavyweight, he's not going to beat Bivol. He may have a chance. He may have a chance to beat him in the super middleweight. He could lose as well. And I don't think he can beat Dave Benavides. I don't think he can beat Dave Benavides. Okay? So after Ryder victory and the boxer became the mandatory challenger, promoter Eddie Hearn made a proposal to Canelo for the fight to take place next May in London. I already sent a message to Eddie Hearn to tell him John Ryder is the mandatory. Let's go in May to the Emirates. Okay, so they're gonna go to the UAE. Okay, stadium, said the British promoter in the interview with Matchroom YouTube channel. It would be a dream for Ryder. He deserved it. He deserved it. Okay. He's a good fighter. He is. He's a good fighter. And he's the mandatory challenger for Canelo Alvarez. This could be our chance to bring Canelo to the UK. It would be amazing. Okay, so are they gonna fight in the UK or in the Emirates? I'm very excited for John Ryder, said Hearn. Ever since he beat Daniel Jacob, we've been looking for his big fight. We didn't expect it to be Sash Parker. He made it out, and it was a lot for Parker, who I think he has an injured hand, but I think he was beating him, and I thought he was going to stop him anyways. Well, I don't know. I don't know about that. I don't know about stopping him. He was fighting. The fight was close. The fight was close, and they were both getting hit. And Sash Parker was getting hit as well. Okay, so let's go over here. Let's check something on Edgar Belanga. You guys know that I always got to mention something on Edgar Belanga. Always, family. Okay, so right here, there's this guy. Well, I don't know if Miguel Belanga is interested in fighting this guy because this guy was out for 2 years with an injury, I think it was. Okay. Steven Nelson or Steve Nelson, something like that is his name. Okay, so Steve Nelson, I'm going to stop Balor, then go after Belanga. This is Steve Nelson, this guy right here. This guy was, I think Belanga was looking at him when he was ranked, but right now the guy's inactive. He's 34 years old. I don't know if Miguel Belanga is considering fighting this guy. The guy says right here, Steve Nelson plans to turn in a highlight performance against James Balor. Undefeated prospect Steve, so could Nelson. Uh, 17-0-14 of Omaha is ready to square off against James Balor 10-4, 3 knockouts on the Terence Crawford versus David Avanesyan card taking place at the Chi Health Center in Omaha on December 10th. The telecast will begin at 9 p.m. Okay, Nelson versus Balor is scheduled for 8 rounds in the light heavyweight division. Crawford versus Avanesian. A 12-round WBO welterweight world title clash will stream live on the BLK Prime app and across the cable and satellite outlet outlets for the price of $39.99. That's a pretty good price. BLK Prime, a Silicon Valley-based tech company, it's a subscription video on demand platform that utilizes elite technology to bring the best picture perfect stream available. Nelson is fighting for the first time since a TKO victory over DeAndre Ward in September of 2020 following a turn at Achilles tendon. Achilles tendon. A U.S. Army veteran, Nelson spent 8 years working in the satellite communications with the 7th Special Forces Group and was deployed to Afghanistan in 2008 2009 to 2009. He then joined the Army World Class Athletes program boxing team and was stationed in Colorado Spring prior to the beginning of his professional career. He is training alongside his lifelong friend and fellow Omaha native Crawford in their Colorado spring training base in preparation for December 10th. Here's what Nelson had. Here's what Nelson had to say about training camp, his match up with Balor, fighting at home on BLK Prime pay-per-view, and more. Okay, on his recent training camp. Okay, let's read this part right here. This is the part where he says, "I am going to smash Balor, espe- uh, es- spectacularly, right? Of course, respectfully, of course. I have had some setbacks, but I am one of the best fighters in my division. I'm looking to win this fight and go after fighters like Edgar Belanga and many others who have been avoiding me. I am taking Balor extremely seriously, but I fully expect to stop him." Okay. Okay, let's see. We don't know if Edgar Belanga may fight this guy because this guy is fighting on December. Miguel Belang is thinking about fighting in February, from December 10th to February. That fight could take place. I don't know. I don't know what Miguel Belang is going to do. I don't know if he's going to fight someone else and then he could fight this guy after that. But let's see what happens. Miguel Belanga is going to let us know. And Miguel Belanga is going to beat his hat. Miguel Belanga is going to beat his ass, man. Big time. Big time. So this Steve Nelson has no chance against Egel Belanga. No chance. Egel Belanga is going to destroy it. Okay, so there you have it. So I think that the fight, the Subriel Matias fight is going to happen against Jeremiah Ponce, and then we're going to have the fight the Canelo Alvarez fight in May against John Ryder. That's a done deal, man. That's a done deal. Canelo Alvarez is going to fight that guy, okay? And we'll see about Edgar Belanga. Tyson Fury won. Daniel Dubois won. All the Puerto Ricans that I told you the other day won as well. So we're on the road, family. We're on the road, okay? So let's just keep on going. Like always, family. I love you in the name of Jesus Christ. Thanks for your support. Thanks for watching my videos. The other day I made a video in English. It got more than 200 views, man, and only 5 likes. What's going on, family? I need those likes. I need those likes. Come on. Come on, family. In the video that I made yesterday, I got almost 100 and something views, but I have 16 likes. That's pretty good. You gotta support my videos, man, in English and Spanish. Okay? Okay, families. Thanks a lot once again. God bless Israel. God bless the United States of America. God bless this beautiful island. And God bless you all, my family. I will see you in my next video.